You're living at a time of extremism, a time of revolution, a time when there's got to be a change. People in power have misused it, and now there has to be a change, and a better world has to be built, and the only way it's going to be built is with extreme methods. And I, for one, will join in with anyone, don't care what color you are, as long as you want to change this miserable condition that exists on this earth. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Has history been tampered with? The Popery was involved in a much greater hoax, one that deals with the very foundations of history itself. P.C./AD Chronology was crafted by Jesuits in the XVI. Today the mere thought of questioning it seems preposterous, just like the notion of a rotating Earth in the epoch of Galileo. Chronology is drastically shorter and dramatically different, says mathematician Prof.Dr.Fomenko in his book History, Fiction or Science. More daring than Dan Brown at his wildest, 2913621058. The above statement is neither an exaggeration, nor a metaphor. Very few people are aware that the B.C./AD chronology as we know it was created by a handful of Jesuits in the XVI century, Joseph Scaliger, Dionysius Petavius and their successors. We have grown so accustomed to a timeline that runs through many millennia, from the Egyptian pyramids to the present day, that the mere thought of questioning its veracity seems perfectly preposterous, just like the notion of a rotating Earth must have seemed in the epoch of Galileo Galilei, and just as heretical. But nevertheless, the entire conception of ancient and medieval history known to us today owes its existence to a XVI century Jesuit hoax. His fundamental work on chronology, now available in English, is more fascinating than Dan Brown at his wildest. Yet it is truly a non-fiction work. That goes to say, everything else you have read about history should probably classify as fiction. And, let's face it, much duller fiction than the Da Vinci Code, barn burner,